Hey, thanks for tuning in. I wanted to share a healthy Filipino dish today, and it's kind of a staple in our family. I just kind of rotate it with different proteins in it, but it has plenty vegetables and packs a punch in the taste. So what it is sinigang soup. And what that basically translates to is tamarind soup. So one of the major ingredients, of course, is, and we're gonna make this an easy tamarind. It's very hard to find the real tamarind here on the mainland. So we're just gonna go ahead and call this easy sinigang soup. So here is the tamarind mix. So it's tamarind soup mix by Knorr. And there is a lot of brands that you could buy. And it's all kind of basically the same thing. So you don't have to worry, but that is a tamarind pod that's hard to find here on the mainland. So I'm gonna make it easy for me and my family and just use a tamarind soup mix. And so here it is, the sinigang sa sampalok mix. So it's about 8 cups of water that you put in with this. But there is one secret that I do. And what I do is whatever protein I have, I go ahead and mix this tamarind powder right into the protein first. And you'll see me do it. So this tamarind powder, one pack of this, and then today it's going to be shrimp. So here I have about 1 pound of raw shrimp, and this was already bought deveined and deshelled, and I'm making it easy for myself to have that done already, but you can put in full shrimp if you want and just peel it when it's cooked, but I like it this way. It's very, very easy. So 1 pound of shrimp, 1 bunch of Chinese green beans. So these are some really, really delicious beans. These are my favorite beans. They're so green and definitely thinner and greener than the Italian green beans. So these are my favorite beans. So 1 bunch of this. 2 tomatoes cut up, and I already cut them up. And 1 bunch of bokchoy. So I have actually 2 handfuls of bokchoy. Let's see how much I could use. If I don't use it all, probably maybe 1 handful. I'll use the other handful for something else. So 1 bunch of bok choy. So let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and pan the camera down here. All right. So I'm going to turn it on. Okay. And you will see how easy this really is. You'll be amazed. All right, just a little bit of oil. And then this is where it's so easy. I'm just going to go ahead and put in the shrimp. Put in the tamarind mix. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and cook the shrimp a little bit in the tamarind mix. Okay. So I'm going to give the shrimp just a ability to soak up some of that tamarind. Okay. And then I am going to go ahead, so the shrimp, it's a little bit tricky. You don't want it to overcook. So I'm going to go ahead and put in the tomatoes. And I'm going to go ahead and put in the green beans. Okay, I got my 1 pound of shrimp in. I got my tamarind soup mix in. I got my Chinese green beans in, I got my tomatoes in, and one bunch of bok choy is the very last thing I'm gonna add. So, it's a soup. So I'm gonna add about 8 cups of water for this soup, okay? Doesn't have to be perfect, but that is what I'm gonna add. That is what the instructions on the tamarind says, about 8 cups. So let's just go ahead and do that. And if you have never had this soup or heard about it, it's a sour soup. This is not something sweet like and savory like chicken soup. This is something that's traditionally sour, and it's a very, very different taste than any dish that I've ever had. And it may be acquired taste, but I have some friends who are asking for this recipe, and I basically told them it's so easy to cook and this is how you do it. So we're just going to add the 8 cups of water. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and try to cook everything down. Okay, so especially the green beans. So I'm going to cook that down. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook everything down. I would say about 5 minutes total, and then I'm going to add the bok choy, and I'll see you in Mom's Corner in about 10 minutes. So we're back in Mom's Corner, and I went ahead and just proceeded to cook everything that you saw me do. And that took about, I would say, 5-7 minutes. But in the last couple of minutes, I went ahead and added the bok choy, 1 handful of bok choy to complete the recipe. And here it is. Let me get my plate out, and I got my big pot right here. So it's looking really, really good. It's still super, super hot. You can see the steam coming off the shrimp and vegetables. There you go. And then I'll try to bring more of the shrimp into the bowl. And some more soup. And even though the recipe looks a little bit intimidating, woo, so much steam, this is probably one of the easiest Filipino dishes to cook. And so when I knew I was going to cook this today, I really, really wanted to record it to show everybody what the Filipino diet looks like. Not the diet low in calories, but what people eat on a daily basis, and share this recipe. So I'm trying to get some shrimp into there you go. So the shrimp is nice and peeled already, orangey. I tried not to overcook the shrimp because then it will be too rubbery, but I really tried to not overcook the veggies either. So it, according to the way it looks like it went okay. All right. And then this, someone's messing around here. And then the soup has like a tan color. And then of course all the vegetables. And so what I wanted to share too, doesn't that look delicious? What I wanted to share too is I tend to not put fish sauce into any of my soups or stir fries, but if it's not salty enough for me, I will put some fish sauce after the fact on my own plate. So here I just have my normal house fish sauce, Lucky fish sauce, that I put right on top of my own bowl Filipino stew or Filipino stir fry. So that is an optional ingredient for you. So yeah, grab that. You could put some on your rice too if you are eating rice. This is nice for the keto diet too, because it has either keto or low carb or paleo, because it has basically almost negligible carbs. There's like none, but a lot of fiber. All right, so that was easy style Filipino shrimp sinigang. I hope that you enjoyed the video and then that you try it one day and let me know how it goes. Take care.